Tuesday,
So
everybody.
let's get after it. Rain is slowing down and the market is picking up. So that's fun stuff. Um, so San Diego County, we'll just go straight into it. Houses, single family homes, as you can see, are ticking up. More of a seller's market. And I can tell you, just based off our listing activity this past weekend, it's definitely picking back up with buyers back in the market. We have two listings. Each property had about 4 to 5 offers. So we're going to be sending out multiple counters. Still cash. I mean, our condo, we had all offers we had were cash. So 4 cash offers on the condo. Yeah, wild. The higher end properties though, I'm not seeing, I mean, other than Brittany's client, not seeing cash offers come in, that high. We're seeing more finance, 20% down, jumbo loans. A couple had like 30 to 40% down, but nothing all cash. And that was in Carlsbad condo area and Oceanside single family area. This is San Diego County as a whole. As you can see, condos also ticking up, more of a seller's market. I think because the holidays are over, people are getting back out there. Rates, I'll let Josh go into that here soon, but they're still staying, from what I've seen, pretty good. I just wrote an offer for a client 2 days ago, and they said their rate was better than what they anticipated. So still sitting pretty on that end.
I have a question, George. So you said it's ticking up, but it looks like median price of new listings is down over median list price.
Okay, so you see where the gray is, where it says last month on
Mm-hmm.
the ticker. On the blue side, it's going up. You see, so that's current today. It's ticking
Mm-hmm.
up towards more of a seller's market. Median list price might be going down. Median price of new listing is going up though.
Okay.
So new listings are having higher list price. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
The
definitely.
median list price could be any house that's sat on the market for 30, 60, 90 days. It's all getting pulled into that. So if you have an overpriced home and they're lowering their prices, that median list price is going to be going down.
Okay.
Average days on market obviously is staying pretty flat at 65. Median days on market is 42. Price increases it dropped 3%. So it's not really, you're not seeing really big price increases. Relisted prices is about 14%, staying pretty flat to what we've had. Inventory is still dropping. So we're having more buyers, less houses. Christian, you want to see any different, like a specific zip area? Where are you looking?
Um, yeah, look at 92078. Let's see what that's looking like. I think that's San Marcos.
San Marcos. So you can see that one dipped down a little bit. Seller's market down. That's on condos. Single family actually has gone up quite a bit though. So you see medium list price.
1.5. Wow.
Look at that. Look at that.
That's insane. San Marcos, man. Holy crap. Damn.
Median days on market went from 56 to 35.
People want to be there. It's the schools, really. That's what I think it is.
Well, I
It's
mean, look at
more affordable than Carlsbad. That's kind of why it's like you're settling right for San Marcos because you can't afford Carlsbad, but there's still good schools.
look at that. I mean, it's even Carlsbad, like it's ticking around the same higher end, but the median list price is going up. It went up almost 30K.
2.1 million. Wow.
That's like the La Costa area. And that
Yeah.
pulls in some San Marcos homes, by the way, school district. Um,
Can
let's
you
see
check
what
the
else.
other zip code for San Marcos, the 92069?
Yep, yep. Let's check it. Check it. Check it. That's single family homes. That's an anomaly right there. That means they had one house that sold high.
Yeah.
Um, it's
Or
staying
one
pretty
house you sold
flat.
alone.
Yeah, it's staying pretty flat at like a million two. It looks like over a week. About a month, you went from It actually went up. So you went from 1,034,000 to 1,002,000. Average days on market staying pretty flat. Median days on market, you went from 63 to 70, so they're sitting a little bit. Price decreases stayed pretty flat week over week, but went up from 2 weeks ago.
92078 is a little more desirable in San Marcos.
Yeah.
San Leo
But
Hills
as you can see, active inventory in 92069 is actually low. So the numbers are going to be kind of skewed based on low inventory. That's with condos. Single family homes are sitting nearly flat to what last month was, but still pretty high if you compare it to what we just pulled, because the other ones were in between 50 and 60. This one's in between 60 and 70.
What about 92008? It's another Carlsbad one by the lagoon.
It's picking up.
2.5 million. Sheesh.
Yeah. Look at per square foot. Price per square foot's at 1,125. Stupid.
So 4,000 square foot house is over $4 million or what? Shit.
Yeah, I mean, look at it.
Yeah. That is crazy. If you have half
But
acre, 7 million.
There's also not much on the market. I mean, look.
Yeah. Super low inventory.
Inventory just keeps dropping. From August of last year, about 24 on the market, down to 16.
Anything that comes up, people buy, and they just don't ever sell it because they got money.
No. Like if you do 92011, same thing. Everything's picking up.
Yeah.
Inventory's down. Everything's getting absorbed.
And people think prices are going to drop.
No, if
Good
I
luck.
can touch on that,
Yes, go ahead.
it's so obvious. And this is why nationwide economists always blow it when they're talking about, or when they are putting the numbers out, but including Southern California and high cost areas, right? Because what's going to happen and I have no idea what the market is like there, but Omaha, Nebraska is not going to be the same as a San Diego, Orange County, et cetera, because Omaha, Nebraska, other parts of Texas, wherever, they can just keep building out.
Right.
You can't keep building out here. And the problem is that if you just go from 7% to like 5.5%, right? It's not that big of a drop in payment. But if you have a 3% rate, which I think it's like 65% of the people in San Diego County have a 3% rate, somewhere around that area. When they go up to 5.5%, if they just go up $200,000, which isn't even really a trade up because you bought it at 700,000, your house is worth now 900,000. That means you got to go to like 1.2 to be a move up buyer. Yeah. It increases their payment by over $1,600. And there's not a lot of people that want to sign up for an increased payment of $1,600. So if you don't have to sell, you're gonna fix up your house. You're gonna grin and bear it. You're gonna stick around your home and just call it a day and hope that maybe rates do come down. So if there's a lack of inventory and rates do come down, even if they come down to 5.5%, it's not going to have people jumping off their couch to sell their homes. I don't think you're going to see a massive increase in inventory unless rates get down to like in the 4s. I truly believe that. And it's just the numbers do the talking, the math do the talking. It's that people want to get emotional about, I heard this, or last time this happened and the big crash, prices came down. Like they try to, bring something else in to match it to where we're at now. You can't. It's a completely different market. You got to go with what's comfortable with people's pocketbook. And I don't know about you guys, but paying an extra $1,600 a month in housing when my health insurance just went up, my grocery store bills have gone up, my, kids' educational stuff has gone up. Like all those things have gone up with this whole inflation mess. And not to take over the conversation, but you guys understand too, that when they talk about inflation coming down right now, the prices in certain items have come down, What they're talking about when inflation's coming down is that the rate of inflation increasing has come way down. But you still go to the grocery store and compare it to what you're paying in
Super.
2020, it's still more than what it was in 2020. And all that comes in and hits people's pockets. So again, my point being is that if you're talking to any clients who think the market's going to crash or there's going to be this magic, amount of inventory hitting the scenes, really master that conversation and formulate that conversation however it flows freely through you. But you really need to get that point across, because if they're not buying right now, they need to move to a different state.
Yeah. And I'll piggyback off that, because a lot of our listings that we're getting are either probates or situational sales where, it's getting left in a trust, or somebody's moving from one city to the next for school districts, or something.
Divorce?
I didn't say divorce. I think we only have maybe one divorce. No, it was more just anything situational. So,
Yeah.
I mean, our listings are we don't have anyone just selling because they want to sell and make money. Like, that's not really what we're doing.
Yeah.
I don't think any of our listings that we have somebody offloading his rental portfolio. It's all situational. So I agree with you. I don't think we're going to see an influx of inventory anytime soon. I do want to go into Temecula just so we can show that market. As you can see, it's also picking up for condos. Also
Oh my
picking
goodness. $1 million for Temecula. Are you shitting me?
So, I mean, you can see it. Everything's picking up, right?
My parents' first place in Temecula in 2009 was $330,000 in Harveston.
If I can add to that again, I don't want to hijack the conversation, but everyone has to remember the same policies still apply. Just because a home was $300,000 in 2020 or 2002, if it jumps at 5% per year, in fact, let's make it easier at 4% per year. Well, a $300,000 home times 4%, that's going to appreciate at $12,000, right? Pretty simple math. If you got $1 million home, and we know things are going to keep appreciating, but now it's still just 4%, that's $40,000, right? And the compound is going to continue to happen. So yeah, it sucks that they cost so much, but everybody still has to get in. And if they're not getting in now, what is their plan? And I think that's such an important piece for everybody, myself included, to get into. If you're not buying right now, what is your plan? Try asking that. You're just going to keep renting?
Mm-hmm.
What does that do for your ability to retire someday? What does that do for write-offs? What does that do for having a family, throwing down roots? What's your plan? Dig a little deeper, because this whole just sitting back and renting and never building any type of wealth is just lunacy.
Definitely.
Yeah, totally agree.
What's your plan? What is your plan? Next 2 years.
What's your plan?
I want to buy more homes.
Me too.
Yeah.
And that's the thing, go into it with, actual, when I talk to clients, I'm like, this is my plan. This is what I want to do. And this is what I'm going to do. So when they feel the confidence in you as their agent, if you're going to plan on buying homes, why would they not want to? They're going to have more confidence in you saying you're not just trying to sell them a house. It's oh, you are also trying to do it. I use real life experiences. I was that 2.75 interest rate that sold my house and bought a house at 7.59 just because I wanted to move to a different area. And, I did want to updo my house, but I got rid of my rate that was crazy. And when I tell people that, it kind of calms them. They're like, oh, okay, well, you did it, So, I mean, just keep using the experiences.
Yep.
But that's kind of what I got with the market. Anyone else want to see different zip codes, or we can go into Josh with rates and see where that's at?
Can
What's
you
the
just
highway looking like?
Oh, go ahead. Yeah.
Go ahead, Brittany.
do you mind just jumping to Carmel Valley? I should have a listing coming up either this month or next for sure. Like
Which
I think
zip?
it's 92130.
0. Yeah, I just had it up a minute ago.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, you're good. I was playing around with it. I didn't tell anybody. I was just plugging in stuff.
We're thinking the same.
Yeah.
Oh, fantastic. Yeah, she wants to get, she's thinking only one, but she has a 4-bedroom versus a 3. And I was like, I've been talking to her. Yeah. And I was like, we're going to get at least 1 3. And this was like 2 or 3 months ago. So, I told her like, the first week, that I took all my clients out in Rancho Bernardo and her area, that entire area. I'm like, there's bidding wars. So I just want to, I'm due for a call today. So this is a great,
show her the inventory. I mean,
is that a single family home, Brittany? That I presume
yeah,
with 4 bedrooms.
You
guys are going to be a million miles away from 1 3. I mean,
I know.
You can't
Look
buy
at
anything
this.
in Carmel Valley for a single family home that's in any decent shape for like under 1 6. Like, you just can't get in
That's
there.
the thing too. She redid her kitchen, backsplash floors, carpet. She's been like, oh, I'm gonna put it on the market. So slowly doing things. And I told her, and I was like, your house would have sold at 1.3. This was in November when I was first chatting with her. And then she's like, she wanted to do things to it. And now she keeps talking to me and sending me more updated pictures. I was like, this is going to go way over 1 3, like way over. Like, so I just want to have that.
Listed at 1 3. You're going to get 100 people in there.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, well, like I'm going to update the comp, but yeah, for sure.
What's the square footage?
I want to say 3.6.
Look at that. Yeah. I mean, it's a 4-bedroom. If you look at the square footage, be 2,800 and 3,355. You're looking at anything.
Oh my gosh.
Like 1.8 to 3 million.
No way.
Yeah, I think Sam's more on, like, you're probably going to get closer to like 1.7, 1.8, maybe 1.9. Okay. I don't think you're 1.1 is like light years off.
If she sells it to 1.1, just sell it off market to me. That's what
I was gonna say. I'll buy it at 1.1.
You know what's funny too is this agent keeps calling me, and I finally was like, stop calling me, because he's like, he has a buyer that's renting there that wants to buy her property. He's like, what I do is I call around the neighborhood, and freaking, it starts with a B. I don't know. He's annoying. But I told him, like, I go, she's not gonna sell until her, her New York property has been sold. And he calls me every 2 weeks, and I go, I finally stopped answering my phone. I go, I don't have any update for you. I will update you when I have an update. I go, I'm not like trying to do, like double end it. I'm going to I let my team know. I'll let you know, like whatever. He's like, so are you telling me to stop calling you? And I said, yes. Stop calling me. But yeah, he's like 1.3. That's way too much. And I go, like, you think that I'm going to sell to you when you're telling me that what I'm going to list it at? This was in December. Like when I was just talking about it, like, wait, you want to offend the selling agent, the listing agent before you even see the house. Oh man. Awesome. Right. I'm going to make that call today.
Christian, what you got? What do you want?
I want to see what Poway is looking like. Poway is just crazy right now too.
Yeah, we have a property coming end of this month, beginning of next month, full remodel. So bring me a buyer. Thank you.
How big's the lot?
It's pretty big. It has a pool.
Enough room for an ADU?
Probably in the back corner. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe not. Probably on the outside of the pool. You'd have to get rid of the pergola, but you probably.
Okay. So strong sellers market, 1.6 million median list.
And that's where we're listing it.
Yeah, I know. Poway is just, I mean, people just love the schools, and they love the kind of the country living close to the city.
Yeah, and once you
when
get
Josh
further
bought
out,
a house there, he hated it. He thought it was shit town.
That's not true. That's not true. I loved Poway.
Oh, you just didn't like your house. You just didn't like your house.
This is recorded and going on YouTube, so.
Yeah, I loved Poway, loved the people. It was phenomenal. I just wanted to get closer to the beach.
Yeah, okay.
I can't with you. Stop.
No,
But
well,
yeah,
Josh always says the story about buying that first ugly house you don't really want and stuff. So,
it's
but
not the
yeah.
ugly house you don't really want. It's you buy it to get in. You fix it
Yeah.
up and then you
You
build
buy
your
what you can
equity.
afford. You buy what you can afford.
Yep.
Yeah.
Will you
Anyway,
just do one more for me? 92128. I just have one more and then I'll just screenshot it.
no.
Sorry. I'm so needy.
Single family.
Yep.
So here's I want to talk about this one a little bit though too. This one's a little spotty because half of this market is 55 and up. So it's going to be they're pulling in 55 and up communities and single families that aren't. So you got to be careful with these numbers. So it's going to be more specific, and I probably wouldn't send this to a client.
Right.
Because of that, you can't filter out 55 and up compared to non. So, I mean, generally overall, the market's still pretty strong, but I would do a more specific MLS circle. If it's 55 and up, you're going to be here. If it's not, you're going to be here.
Right. Awesome.
Yep. All right. I think we should be good on that. Joshua, you can go into your
George.
Up, here we go. Ruth, what's up?
George,
What you got?
sorry.
You're good.
Just
What do you
one
need?
more zip code, please. 92117.
One more zip code. What's up, Foley? Oh yeah, that's a beautiful one. Super sellers market.
That's my listing coming soon, next week, 92117.
Bang bang.
I have a
up,
buyer
Iris.
looking.
Okay. I'll
I
connect.
have a
It's
buyer
a-
looking in that area, so let's talk.
It's a sweet house too. But Josh, look at that median list price. We're almost dead on, and we didn't even look at this.
Where do you live, Josh?
I live in
Median?
Scripps.
Oh,
Scripps? Okay. So you're down south a little more already.
You seeing that list price though, Joshy? 1492, and we said 1489. We're like banged on.
Yes, sir. But we'll probably get 1.6. That's what I'm pushing for.
We're hoping.
Over 1.5.
Yeah, you'll definitely get over 1.5. That house is pretty sweet. And inventory is also down, like usual. Anyone else before we swap over to Josh with rates? Nope. Going once, twice. Okay, Josh, I'm muting. You go. Oh, wait, there's something in the chat. I'll be there. Pick me 92. Okay, there we go.
all right.
Just in case you may not know, you can ask all. Yeah.
I got to piggyback on Brittany's story just now because I saw the broker agent, whatever it's called, that Instagram post, and they do such a phenomenal job. If you guys didn't see it this morning, it's this one where the listing agents asking.
Oh, that's hilarious.
If you guys haven't seen this, it's absolutely phenomenal. And then
Shocking.
my
Felly's
favorite
on
one-
there. Josh is on there. Everybody already liked it. Look at that.
Yeah. And then the best one too is this one right here: dog owners who think their dog is gonna bite.
Show that to Siri because I think she got attacked by a dog.
Just phenomenal. Okay, I will. I'll go back to something serious here. Let's talk about interest rates. So I want to show you guys this really quick. So number one, interest rates have gotten worse over the last couple of days. We took a really big hit Friday and on Monday. Interest rates jumped up 0.5 point in 2 days. Okay, 0.5 point in 2 days. This is, as we've talked about so many times before, this is the mortgage-backed security bond market. This is what controls interest rates. Here's where we were when the first improvement back on December 13th rolled around and we started seeing rates improve. We went to the best levels that we've seen in over a year, December 28th. And then it slowly got worse, got a little improvement, slowly got worse, got a little improvement. And then the bottom just fell out because of jobs report where the supposed 350,000 jobs, which was a complete bogus number, by the way, came out. And now that was Friday. Huge hit on Friday. Big hit again yesterday. And we're trying to rally back a little bit today. But if you look at it and go straight across, we're still pretty close to where we were a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago. So I just priced out, I'll share yet another screen with you guys. Stop sharing. So if you do a 30-year fixed rate loan today, a conventional 30-year fixed rate loan, if I could find my, oh, you know what I gotta do? I just go here. Share. If you do a 30-year fixed rate loan, dude, this bar is so hard to navigate through. Sorry, guys. 30-year fixed rate loan. I had it up earlier. Today, if you have premier credit, single family home, you know, the whole bit, you're about 6.5%. Okay. So we were getting down in that 5.99 range. Again, a loan amount under 766. As soon as you go over 766, you guys understand that's the high balance level, goes up to $1.5 million in San Diego County. It's about a quarter point higher, like 6.625, 6.75. VA loans are still trending right about, VA and FHA loans are still trending right about 5.99, 6%, somewhere in there, as long as you have great credit. So it's decent. We just got hit pretty hard by this last round of bogus employment news. Okay. So the trend is still that we're hoping it's going to improve. Long term, it's supposed to improve. We'll see what happens. A couple things to touch on really quick. Number one, we still have 3-hour pre-approvals, you guys. If you need a pre-approval done quickly, always tell us, we'll prioritize it. We'll get it done in 3 hours. Okay. Number two, this one always pops up. I'm just going to keep reminding on FUB, Follow Up Boss. Please always add Taylor every time. Okay. Taylor Clower, always add him to every lead. There's a collaborator. If he's the lender, then add me as the collaborator. If I'm the collaborator, or if I'm the lender, add Taylor as collaborator. If you're going to text us, I really highly recommend texting both of us. With the normal text, always text both of us. And with Follow Up Boss, if we don't respond to that thing in 15 minutes, it's because we missed the notification on our phone. Whether we touched a phone because we're always on it, always calling, always all constantly working on it, we'll miss it. If you see 15 minutes has gone by and you put a FUB together, please text both of us. It's not because we're ignoring it. It's just that we might have missed the notification. I think we're pretty good at getting to almost every single notification, but every now and then one slips by. So I apologize for that. It's just, we're doing our best to see every notification that pops up. Lastly, getting a lot of traffic on the Dream for All program. We have a flyer for that I'm going to be emailing out to everybody, and we're going to be putting it on the Slack channel. So check it out. We can co-brand it for you if you want. I will say this, and it's going to be part of our lunch and learn that's coming up on I believe it's the 22nd that we're hosting here at the office. We're doing a close more transactions with niche loan programs. Part of what we're going to be talking about, and I'm really excited about, is all the different bridge loans we have, and then all of the other loan programs that are unique and niche that will help you guys, when you hear something, say, I think there's a program out for that. Anyways, the one that is coming up a lot right now is this Dream for All. I'm going to send you guys the flyer. Really look at it, because there's some pretty funky things this time around with the Dream for All. It's not nearly the free for all that it was the first time around. And one of the interesting points for the Dream for All program is that your parents can't even own a home. Okay. At any point, your parents could never have been home buyers. Okay. So that's going to disqualify a lot of people right off the bat. Here's the program. Here's the flyer that we're going to be sending out to you guys. But first generation home buyer, you cannot have had any ownership interest in a home for the last 7 years. Your parents, biological or adoptive, cannot presently own a home. If they are deceased, they cannot have owned at the time of their death. So I reached out to Cal Half and I said, hey, who verifies that? He goes, we have third-party independent verifiers that verify all that information. So before you guys get too excited about pumping this Dream for All program, It's definitely a dream for a very, very minor few people. And it's going to be even tighter guidelines than before. The other thing is that it's rolling out sometime in April. They won't set an exact date because, and the reason why they don't set an exact date because they know everyone's going to be lining up for that exact date, right? So just like last time, if you aren't already submitting an offer and you aren't already in escrow by the time the rollout comes out, you ain't getting the program. Period.
Quick question, Josh.
It'll be gone in 4 or 5 days.
Quick question, Josh. Is
Yeah.
it the parents cannot be homeowners or could have never owned a home in California or anywhere in the country?
Anywhere in the country. That's the exact question I asked Cal Hathaway directly.
Okay.
And that's the exact answer they gave.
So is that 7-year timeline the same for the parents or your parents' entire
Yeah.
life?
Same as the parents.
Okay, so if they haven't owned a house in the last 7 years, then you qualify.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
The question I didn't ask now that you're asking that question is, if they owned a home and they died 7 years ago, does that mean they don't qualify? I guess that it's pretty crazy, but that's the extent they're going to.
That's
Question for
insane.
you
No.
about the overall rates. Is the Fed going to make an announcement in March to make an adjustment?
So the word on the tree that I'm getting from the experts that we listen to is that they are not going to make any type of adjustment in March. They're going to wait till the May or June meeting
Okay.
and start potentially cutting then. But inflation's like in certain categories, inflation is still pressing. There's still some things that have to be have to show that they're consistently coming down. So it's not a guarantee that we're going to get it in May or June either. You know, the Fed could easily, depending on the reports that come out, they could easily, go back on their comments and say, hey, we thought we were going to get 3 or 4 cuts this year, but now we're thinking more it's going to be like 2 or 3.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So it's
Okay.
all the economic reports, just like everything, and all this hoopla, how people say, oh, it's an election year and rates always get better in election year. Not necessarily true. Now, it is true that administrations can have reports that come out that makes their economy look better than it really is in an election year, and the market will react to that. But rates just getting better because it's an election year, there's no truth in that at all. It's all about the
Okay.
economic reports.
All right. Thanks.
And if you guys need the rate sheets, if you have any clients that have questions about rate sheets, please don't send them the rate sheets that I give you guys. That's just for your informational purposes only, to have an idea of where rates are at. If you send that out to someone, all of those rates are based on, people with really good credit, single family home, right amount of money down. If you send that out to someone who's got not so good credit, and they see that rates are in the 6.5s, and we talk to them at 7.25, well, it blows them out of the water and they get upset. So just keep that in your back pocket, please. But other than that, thank you so much, you guys. January is a great year, a great month, a great start to the year as far as referrals and different pre-approvals. If you have any questions on any of your leads that you've sent over to us, please call in. My goal this week is to call each and every one of you that sent us a referral and give you a status update on every single one of those referrals that we gave. So be expecting a call from me. Mark Fertini's been on fire. Kristen's been on fire. So it's been really, really cool to see all the different referrals coming in. Thank you so much.
Also, lastly, before we get off, Friday, 4 to 6, Cardiff property broker open.
Oh yeah,
We will be there. So
It's Friday or
the
Thursday?
cheese board's gonna be amazing.
we're moving it from Thursday to Friday because of the weather. So
Okay,
it'll be Friday 4 to 6.
that works better for me. Anyway. Awesome.
Yep.
One more time, lunch and learn, you guys. It's going to be a great one. It's going to be for everybody that knows loan programs already. It's going to be a nice refresher, and you're still going to learn a ton. For you guys that aren't super strong on loan programs, please come. It's going to be a phenomenal one. We're going to have great food again. We'll promise to take an hour of your time. It'll be really, really good. So I think that's the 22nd, Thursday the 22nd. We're going to have videos, not videos, the flyers and invites, stuff going out here today and tomorrow.
You gonna have Mediterranean food again, Josh?
Better believe it.
Nice.
All right, guys. Thank you.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Later.
Thanks, everyone. Have a good day. Bye-bye.